this is one of the big stories, if I may. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Loesch. Dana Loesch. I'm sorry, I always get that mixed up. Whoops, hold on. Get back with your stupidness. Theater mode. Boink, there we go. This is Lana Douche is apparently very upset about the red wave that never happened. She's still dressed for it. Don't get me wrong. Either that or she just wants us all to stop in the name of Loesch. I'm tired. That was awful. That was shameful. And I enjoyed every second of it. I am not ever above goofy jokes. Not ever. All right. So, let's hear what she's all pissed about. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Lana Douche and the wave was, she didn't even have the guts. This is on the 1st, I guess, whatever the fuck that is. Which has way more subscribers than I do. So how dare I even question its greatness? All hail the whatever. How fucking long is it going to take me to hit 100K? How right do I have to be? How correct do I have to be about all these things, to be very specific? All right, anyways, here we go. Just do it. Just subscribe, will you? Come on. You subscribe to all these other lunatics. Give me a shot. Trolls, you hear it. Subscribe. Pull your weight. All right, so here we go.
Piece last night that I sent out to our subscribers.
She sent a piece out to her subscribers. I didn't realize she had an OnlyFans. I'm sorry. That's just, again, it's just cheap jokes, ladies and gentlemen. This is how we work. You think I'm going to take these ideas, concepts, and these realities seriously, and then at the same time take these fucking crackpot, grifty assholes seriously? It doesn't work that way.
Which is why you should subscribe.
No.
And
why would we subscribe since you sent this out special and you're going to read it to us on the free channel?
It was called The Wave Was a Lie. And I don't.
That's amazing. It's called that. And that's what my video is called. And that's what I'm saying. And that's what we're doing. And that's how it goes.
I don't want to sit here because I think that there are a couple of other things to look at. And we're also going to look at the student loan forgiveness, all that other stuff, what's happening in Georgia. But I got into a little bit of, I really think that the polls weren't wrong. And I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, they were. I'll tell you what. You know what? I'm jumping in too quickly. I'm moving too fast. Slow down. You move too fast. Solomon's here. They weren't wrong. They were lies. The last 2 weeks of push polls that the Republicans were putting out there were trying to motivate a red wave through, we're going to win this, we can do it. But the problem is everybody had been talked out of voting. They weren't wrong. They were lies. Wrong is accidental.
Who was telling people? Now, I thought that there might be a lot of momentum for sure coming into this.
Yeah, for sure.
Because when you measure voter sentiment, particularly on job approval, etc., that was very telling. When you looked at the number of women that were leaning towards the GOP.
Yeah, that was a lie too. It was all a lie. Also, by the way, Biden's approval rating being low, also a lie. You cannot, my message to the mains and the streams of the medias, you cannot quote the polls leading up to this election and say, oh my God, they were so wrong, and still say the polls about Biden are equally as wrong. Maybe, just maybe, you're full of shit. Maybe. All right.
I mean, that is...
Get on with it!
Incredibly important. I mentioned yesterday all of the building upon the Hispanic vote, the Black American vote, the Asian American vote, the whatever vote.
Yeah, the whatever vote. The whatever people. It's a minority, but it's an important underserved minority, the whatevers. Whether you be black, white, magenta, yellow, purple, whatever tinged.
Because people like that, they like the appeal of a big tent.
Those people, like you mean the people who've been kept out of your tent for a long time, like the idea of being allowed in a tent? What the?
And because, you know, I think it's easy to sell people on being able to keep more of their own money. But, you know, I'll say this. This polling, I don't know where people are getting the idea that it was ridiculously wrong. It wasn't. Every single survey
They're getting it from the fucking vote
that I've shared with you in the Senate, I said, what did I say about Pennsylvania? I didn't think Oz was going to take Pennsylvania at all. I said that Masters, I'd be shocked if Masters had taken Arizona. The only one that I actually thought may pull it out was Adam Laxalt of Nevada.
Uh-huh.
That was it. And I tell you what, had Steve Bannon, Sloppy Steve, who called Donald Trump Jr. a traitor and led a journalist around to get dirt on Trump in the White House, had Sloppy Steve Bannon gotten his way, Mr. War Room, you would have had Greetings in Missouri and you would have lost that damn Senate seat. I've never met anyone so politically stupid and strategically dumb in my entire life. And
all right,
it's the coattails of everyone else, and people just fall for it. It's amazing. But I can say this having known the guy for over a decade.
Yeah. And by the way, huffing his farts for over a decade. You don't get to back away from him after the fucking election when you were on his side and believing the War Room bullshit. It's amazing how they'll just like fucking scatter and stiff arm. Now, if I may, can I go back? Can I go to the Wayback Machine while we're talking about like integrity for a second? Can I recall this? Here we go. This is a quote from October 4th. This is the weekend before the election. You guys might have seen this one.
So, does this change anything? I mean, do you want my opinion? Or you're listening?
No. By the way, no, we weren't. We only heard this because it was ridiculous. But also, does this change anything? That was the news about the latest abortion.
Not a damn thing.
Not a damn thing. Abortion.
How many times have I said 4 very important words? These 4 words. Winning is a virtue.
Okay. So you're lacking virtue right now is what you're saying.
What I'm about to say is in no means a contradiction.
By no means, not in no means.
Or a compromise of a principle.
Yeah, because you don't have one. Because winning is the principled aspect of winning or losing is based on how you behaved during the winning and losing. If you cheat to win, that is not virtuous. Therefore, if you consider winning the virtue itself, you don't give a fuck. You don't have any principles. That's the whole point. Who is this smug bimbo? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dana Loesch. Sorry, I keep doing that.
And please keep in mind that I am concerned about one thing and one thing only at this point. So I don't care if Herschel Walker paid to abort endangered baby eagles. I want control of the Senate.
Okay. Okay. That would be people cracking eagle eggs. You know, there's no actual abortion process order. As a matter of fact, some birds like the cuckoo bird, for example, one of the chicks will kick. I think some of you saw this video. Will kick the other eggs out of the nest so it'll get fed better. It's a pretty rough and tumble world out there in the world of eggs and birds. But again, the reason she's saying this, by the way, is so that she can say, I don't give a fuck about abortion, and this dude, I want control of the Senate, without actually saying it. She's whatever the opposite of anthropomorphizing is.
If the Daily Beast story is true,
it is.
You're telling me Walker used his money to reportedly pay some skank for an abortion.
Oh, she's a skank? Was she a skank before she fucked him? Why is she the skank? Because she's the one that... Because it's the receiver that's skanky? Is that how it works?
And Warnock wants to use all of our monies to pay a whole bunch of skanks for abortions.
Somebody in the background go, oh.
And yes, when they're used predominantly over 99% of birth control and it's my taxpayer dollars, you have invited me up in your business and I will use whatever descript.
All right, 99% of birth control is not paid for with taxpayer dollars. Not even fucking close. But again, some of you, I can feel it. I can feel it in the audience. I can feel you. Can you feel me? I can feel you. You're crossing that line into how the fuck, who the fuck, how dare she, what kind of, how come, put that out of your mind for a second. We don't care. She already stated at the beginning, she is completely sans morals and principles. This is all performative bullshit. Winning is everything. The rest of it, she can, like, you can't even take her moralizing statements at face value based on her previous statements of winning is a virtue, right? That's it. Okay, so let's go back to her now having some sort of moment of clarity, in deference to my old workplace, where you know, suddenly she's like realizing this was all bullshit. No, you don't get to do that.
You would have had another seat. I did not think at all that there was not a single survey that showed that was going to happen. Not a single survey in Arizona that showed Masters was going to take Mark Kelly. My gosh, Mark Kelly led him the entire time.
My golly.
Now in Nevada, at least, there were a couple of polls that showed Laxalt pulling very ever so slightly ahead. So I thought maybe there's a chance.
Yeah, maybe there's a maybe there. You know, Rasmussen, Real Clear Politics, anybody that Republicans can pay for a push poll and then release it. Hey, can we pay you guys to do a poll? We want to shape our own questions. Okay.
There that he could, that might be something he can take. Georgia, I'm not even good.
By the way, is she in the same studio that lunatic in Russia uses? Also, I'd like to point out, those are guns, I think. Right? Because isn't she the NRA darling in a lot of ways? She's like a NRA supervillain. Those are all shotguns and shit on the wall just for fucking dimly lit props. She's like a school shooter's blow-up doll fantasy.
I'm going to tell you what's going to happen in Georgia because I don't know. Nobody does. It's weird.
Yeah, I know what's going to happen. Warnock's going to win. He won last time. He just didn't win by enough. And none of the fucking Republicans that came out to vote for Kemp are going to come out to vote for Walker. I mean, for Walker. And it's not going to fucking matter. Bye. Sorry. Done. End of... Who gives a shit? That's what's going to happen. I'm telling you right now. Don't waste your fucking get out the vote dollars, Republicans. I'm doing you a favor right now. Save your pennies. You're going to need every fucking one of them for 2024 because Trump's going to be in the race just long enough before he bails out, if he even announces anything beyond an exploratory committee tonight, that he's going to be just in long enough to shit all over your other candidates, making it impossible for the MAGA faithful to vote for fucking any of them. And then he's going to get out and they're going to think it was because of them. Yeah, Karen, we spoke about the Russia thing. We're going to talk about that in the morning. They did not officially, they're saying it's an accident. We'll see. They talk a lot of shit about Poland, but we'll get there eventually. I'm telling you, it's going to be so fucking sweet. There will not be enough popcorn for 2024. Saying it right now.
It all goes back to Georgia again. Georgia had really high turnout this last election. This was a huge difference from the special election that they had where Democrats, it was like 2-1. Democrats just suffocated Republican turnout.
Yeah, and it's going to be the same shit. Because what was the reaction to not winning things outright or having a squeaker in a bunch of these states, which is exactly what happened in 2020? Trump and all of his fuckheads stormed out to every microphone and camera they could find and said, cheating, 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 it's rigged and riggedy cheat. Which is, what are you going to do if you're a Republican voter who actually gives a fuck what those people say? If it's rigged and cheat, you got off your ass and you did it, and then you were riggedy cheated again, right out from under you. And then what? You going to do that again? No.
Because Republicans got convinced to stay home. They didn't need
And they're getting convinced again. We'll get to some of that in a moment.
Democrats swapping out their ballots. They just got told to stay home, and they did it. They believed it and bought into it. You know, hook, line, and
Who told them? Who are you? Who told them to stay the fuck home? Who told them it was rigged and bullshit? Huh? Who? Trump. And he's going to tell them again. And I don't know how the fuck he's going to announce that he's running for president and then assume that somehow Democrats rigged the elections in states they weren't even in charge of during the time he was in charge of the government, when he was in charge of the Department of Justice. And he thinks that the rig happened and he was unable to do anything about it because all he was pitiful little president of the fucking United States of America. And you think if you really believed that, you would think you had a shot another time? Fuck no. If you were selling that, you'd have moved to another country already. Good Lord. By the way, we will be covering the stupid announcement. It's just, they're just waiting until they launch in like a half an hour or some shit. But we'll be back. Oh, hold on. Play.
sinker. Hopefully, noting the previous turnout, it's not going to happen that way. I don't think it will, but I think it comes down to how Walker's going to campaign.
By the way, I don't know what that elephant is doing off camera, but I hope it doesn't involve Donald Trump or Dr. Oz bent over.
What do we got? 21, 22 days out? Yeah, so I think it comes down to...
There's just a dude. She's got like a hype man who stands off camera checking shit for her.
How Walker campaigns. People got to remember the individual's the vessel. This would give Democrats 51
right
in the Senate. Now, it's not, it's that's just enough. That is just enough to manage some stuff.
Dude, they already have 51 votes in the Senate, stupid. They do it with Kamala Harris. It's a fucking coin flip. It just means she doesn't have to stick around and show up when they need to pass something. They don't have to coordinate the vice president's schedule so that she can come over. That's all. This is a fucking... People would be getting up off their sofas, filling out ballots and dropping them off or showing up or whatever to determine the traffic patterns from the vice president's office to the Capitol. That's fucking it.
Just enough. And that's all they need. So
we already have it. We have it. We have 51, stupid. We'll just have 51 without her having to do it. That's all. God damn, she's dumb.
So at the best, you got to maintain the status quo. It's got to be 50-50. So that's...
Well, that's not the status quo, stupid. It's 50-50, and the Democrats get to bring in the vice president like a fucking queen on a chessboard that they got to the other side of the board with one of their pawns and turned it into a queen. That's what fucking happens when it's 50-50 and you have the White House, stupid. I don't know what the fuck. How does this pass for an argument?
That's what people need to think when they go into the Walker thing. But I'll be damned if I have to sit here and deal with a stupid Republican infighting. I'm going to pull my hair out and the hair out of every Republican leader.
I look forward to the scattered baldness of the entire Republican. Hold on one second. Now we. Hold on. I gotta have it somewhere, don't I? Oh, yeah. Nope. Son of a dog doodle. Who changed my shit around? Okay, hold on. 1 second. There you go. We now go live to Dana Loesch. Well, apparently there is a lot of infighting going on. I wish I had a version of this with red lips, but I don't.
I'm so done with it.
It's funny because it looks like I have like a kung fu ponytail in the back with a bald head. It's not a bad look.
In their stupid slap fight today over House Speaker,
Their stupid slap fight over House Speaker. Hold on, is this better? Wait 1 second. No, did that work? What's this guy? That didn't work? This is better. Now I look like Jesse Waters. I look like Jesse Waters got attacked by Dana Loesch on the 5.
who gives a rat's ass about House Speaker right now?
Who gives a rat's ass about House Speaker right now? I'm going to go with, please tell me that that Trump has decided I'm not going to run for president. I'm going to ask them to make me speaker. But boom, boom, boom. And then one of the Republicans who can't stand him changes parties right before he's about to take power. And then he can't do it. You know how, God damn it. You know how gorgeous that would be? Do you have any idea? Where's my glasses? Oh yeah, I do need glasses and lipstick. My head is actually bigger than that, so I gotta find a bigger bald head. This is how about this one? Hold on, does this work? That work? Nope. How about this one? Nope. Hi. Oh look, I'm Joe Rogan. There's gonna be a big red wave. There's gonna be goddamn, it's gonna be a red wave. Like, fucking, I've heard this from people. From fucking people, man. All right, I'm saving this one. I have never worked on a Joe Rogan impersonation, but now that I know that I have this, I am going to Shrek Rogan. Oh, god damn, I should have never smoked weed and passed out at Dana Loesch's house.
I know I don't. I don't care about RNC chair or anything else. You can have a McRomney Daniel go up there. I don't care.
Yeah, we know. Hold on. I can't even do that. I can't even concentrate with my fucking head looking like that. It's hilarious.
What people want to know is, what are you going to do about voter integrity? What are you going to do about inflation? What are you going to do about the economy? What are you going to do about taxes?
Yeah. Yeah. And we're waiting for Herschel Walker to make that case in the next 3 weeks. Is this just, the stupid, it hurts.
What are you going to do about all of these things that we're...
Nothing. They're not going to do anything. They didn't run on having a plan. They don't want to have a plan. They're not going to get anything through. All they can be is a fucking speed bump on some issues. God knows fucking what. And believe me, if they try anything like, we're going to put, we're going to cut Ukrainian funding, I got news for you. The Senate's going to put it into the military budget, and it's going to be such a trickle compared to the rest of the military budget. The Republicans aren't going to stop the fucking military budget and hold up VA checks to stop Ukrainian funding. They're not going to do it, and it won't fucking matter. The Ukrainians are kicking ass. They're going to end this by the spring. The fucking policies of these assholes won't even have time to go into place.
Dealing with. Quit navel gazing, because
Russell Brand, I think she's talking to you.
I have heard more about their power jockeying than...
That sounds painful. Is that how they choose leader? All right, it's time for Power Jockey starring Kevin McCarthy. Okay, how does this work? Okay, you take off your pants.
I have about solutions to these issues in the past...
sorry, that's power jacking, and that's completely different.
Past week and a half.
I don't know. This looks like winning to me. I don't know about you guys. Doesn't this seem like winning? Doesn't it seem like they basically won? They basically won. I mean, they were told they were going to lose, but they were totally going to win, and then they thought they had to win bigger, and then they lost, and then they won some other stuff, and they've kind of got the House right now, we think. Maybe. We'll see. Still haven't got it yet, but, you know.
And I think, judging from the comments, judging from the emails, and
from everybody who's screaming at me.
Judging from the discussion on social media, you're right there with me.
Nope. And she went to fucking break, just like a fucking boss. Eat that, Glenn Beck. Dana Loesch, Lana douche, Lana douche, Lana douche show. You're watching House Sparks Mega Worldwide. I don't cut these clips out of their show. I don't do that. I don't go watch their show and go, this would be funny. This little chunk right here, they messed up. They said the wrong thing. They misspoke. So I'll just jump on that with both feet and say that's their argument. No. They pull these clips and I react accordingly because they have said, this is the essence of my argument. This is what I'm saying. This is what I stand by. Am I enjoying this a little too much? Yeah, I fucking am. I think I kind of am.